Dispatch recording.
Three
23, just for 43. Your suspect's a female, white, black sweater, blue jeans for the name of Erica.
Can you have a caller come off?
Signal 4.
I'm fine, no further.
Stop 4.
12, 10, 23.
12. Well, it's going to be male white, bald with a white and blue shirt, blue jeans.
Talk to Jason Cosby, and just verify to make sure I'm with it. He's basically trespassing at this point. He needs to leave. This is an ordinance adopted by the county. He walked right through it when he passed.
Did he say why he's here?
He's here for the council chamber meeting, but he cannot. He's got to follow what's adopted by the county, and he just walked in.
Yeah, with it being public, I don't think we can.
It's adopted by the county.
Well, for the search, yeah. I mean, for
so if you search him, he goes back in. That's fine. But at the same time, you know, since he didn't comply, he needs to go.
Yeah, I just don't think we can formally trespass him.
No, we're not going to formally.
Yeah,
trespass
because
him.
of
But
because it's city building.
He's going to leave today. Otherwise, he will. I need to bring that up in case he has any questions because I tried to bring this to his attention.
Yeah, because
They tried. You're fine.
so basically, he got two options: to be searched or leave.
He's
I mean, at this point, you want.
At this point, he's going to leave. Yeah.
Okay.
We're not going to no trespass him, but we could threaten at least. We're going to no trespass him. I was a former police officer too, and I just wanted to make sure I was.
Yeah, things are just weird with being city county, but the search thing, of course.
Right.
Units on Sussex, signal 4.
And west of US 31 Highway.
Tempo.
The proposed annexation area is approximately 44 acres and meets the state law contiguity requirement. The annexation area is currently vacant. A development of approximately 100 to 110 housing units.
If not, I'm going to need your supervisor. If you have probable cause to search, this isn't anything. That's not a law.
It's adopted by the county, sir.
Is it
No,
reason-
can
you get your supervisor? Because the Fourth Amendment says I don't have to submit to unreasonable searches and seizures unless this is all the United States Constitution.
Bluffton Falls Extension Annexation Area will be added to the
Let me
council.
step up.
21271.
Get a supervisor.
And served by Police Beat 16, Fire
Well.
Station 10, emergency medic 10, and neighborhood services and enforcement area.
Hey, you gotta have somebody let me in the building.
10-9.
Send one of the security down to let me in the building.
Good. He's en route. We're in room 409, 44.
Good evening and welcome.
Two 285. You can go to 2.
Five on 2.
You got your phone on you.
Nope. Inside the county city building.
I'll be alright. I'll wait for you to get up here.
Hey, 30, would you start this way?
Two 3071. They're requesting you at the county city building.
10-4.
Well, number 19 doesn't sound so good. After all the 12 colleges, college football playoff. But I will tell you, that you're in and you're out. University of Notre Dame, that is their ranking. Sometimes they sneak up to 18 or 17. Sometimes they fall to 20 or 21 for all the colleges in America. So, number 19 is an excellent result. This is the voluntary annexation and the statute provides us with another time. Alternate annexations are highly unusual.
You're walking? Why don't you take the elevator? Why don't you take the elevator?
I don't know.
That was my next step. I was asking if you had your phone because I was going to call him before, but
Supposedly he wants a supervisor already?
yeah, I was going to call him before I got him out here. But you already got him en route, so.
What's he saying?
Nothing. I asked him to step out with me, and he said,
Hi.
hello.
What's your name, man?
I'm the city clerk, Bianca.
Bianca.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
So is this individual, like, I just found out what happened. Well, is it that he has to be, does he, can, like, just trying to figure
He
out
essentially is saying that we would be violating his Fourth Amendment rights because he wasn't searched prior to coming into the building. So that's kind of where we're at right now.
Okay. So we're kind of like, there's nothing.
We're kind of at a standstill right now because he immediately requested supervisor.
Maine and what's across?
Okay.
Well,
But
Alright, in Miami. Going to the Speedway in Miami.
Sure, it's all good.
Supervisor
gets here.
Charles Robert Tom. Now went to.
He'll be the one that makes the call. But he's like,
he didn't even want to talk to me. So.
yeah, if we go ask
I
him,
live in Miami
hey,
at the Speedway.
you gotta go, and he says no. I mean, if he says it's good on trespassing,
96.
trespassing.
So what if he has a gun?
Disregard 15 South Road.
Like,
Well,
Nice,
we'll stay
sure.
there and wait.
That's why we're here. That's why I try to keep an eye on him. But I wanted to talk
Yeah,
to
it's
him.
gonna be hard for me to just walk in and drag him out right now. So I want to make sure it's all good before I go do that.
Because it's specifically with it being government, it's hard for us to trespass people.
It won't be too hard.
Not hard,
I will
but
say we've gone back and forth with prosecutors on this, so let's make sure we're
because
good.
okay.
And then
we got to
go
do
about
everything
it.
properly.
Is the supervisor Bill's supervisor or your?
It's our supervisor. Yep.
And
Sorry. Yeah, I just found out what was going on. So
Okay.
give me a warning.
So let me ask you this. I don't want to go in there and create a disturbance.
No, I get that.
What would be the best way for us to go about walking in and saying, hey, sir, you got to come with us without interrupting you guys' meeting? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he's gonna probably make a scene. Like, is he like? According to Bill, he does this all the time.
Okay.
I just came in the middle of the rush.
Okay.
I'll tell you, I walked in and I quietly said, "Hey, sir, can you come with me?" And he said, "Nope, you're violating my Fourth Amendment rights. I want a supervisor," and that was it. So.
Okay. All right.
And the gentleman downstairs showed him this, and he wanted nothing to do with it.
Okay.
He said that this is void, basically.
That's not true.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, then we'll wait for the supervisor. We'll stand right here. We won't go anywhere until he gets here, and we'll explain it to him, and we'll just try the same exact thing. And
we just have to be.
Supervisor, what's his name?
Sorry,
Nine signal.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You know him?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you give me like a.
15, sir.
ETA. He said he was coming from station, so
So,
hopefully.
Clear 209 signal
pretty
4.
quick.
Okay.
9.
That guy said he'll stay down there and let him
All
know.
right. County building is included.
He said the guy downstairs said it was just 2 minutes. I was going to wait for you, but I didn't know it was in the city council meeting. Okay. Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
If you have any concerns or questions or anything, residents, please feel free to contact us. I'm happy to talk to you or talk to those.
12 and 85 signal 4.
Yes, ma'am.
10 4. 223 and 291 signal 4.
Yes, ma'am.
10 4.
I'll get a fresh, introduce Chris to this, and I'll try to stay excited that we get what, there's water on top there, so from the darker portions there, we get a little more detail on that. As far as the construction, I'm gonna defer to that.
30's 1023.
10 4.
Trucks for 100 homes. So it was planned.
Okay, seeing none, we'll open up the public portion. At this time, we'll go to the public hearing of the meeting. Members of the public shall have the opportunity to address the council, beginning with members of the public speaking in favor, with each limited to 5 minutes. All members speaking in favor, anybody in person, we'll start with in person first.
221, 220, 71. 21.
Castle for Drive. My name is
said, caller states there was a male standing between her house and another, and then took off when she pulled up. She's requesting an area check. All she gave was a male. No further description. Open Ellen.
20 will take
21 district.
Have recreational
Oh, yeah,
activities, because it looks really compacted there. So, just planning for some breathing space for people to enjoy would be nice. So that's a suggestion, question, doesn't anything.
Thank you. Anybody else,
I do not see,
person or online wish to speak in favor of the bill?
I do not see anyone else from the public or online that wishes to speak in favor.
This time we'll go to members of the public, speaking against, I'm going to begin in 5 minutes. Good evening, welcome.
Dr. Robert Bennett, 1845 O'Brien Street, Vargo West. What is the expectation for affordable and free units at the development?
Any other questions?
What is
What I'm going to do is have you go ahead and ask your questions and comments, and then we'll give the staff, the petitioner, some rebuttal to also address your questions and comments and everybody else.
Oh yeah, it doesn't have to be aggressive, like they don't love me, but like answers are good. So what is the requirement for affordable and free units at the annexed division? And then what is the plan for Section 8 privilege? What is the plan to ensure that families who have children and dependents who are in need of Section 8 social welfare are given privilege in the development?
Thank you. Anyone else wishes to speak in opposition to the bill? In person or online?
I do not see anyone else from the public or online wishing to speak in opposition.
Does the staff or petitioner wish to address the comments, questions?
With regard to the first question as it relates to affordable housing, affordable housing has a lot of different definitions to it. This is going to be a private development, so there's no public funding for this development, so that there are no requirements for affordable housing, whether it's under criteria developed by the state or federal governments. The builder that is involved is a builder who is very versed in building affordable homes. So we anticipate that the price point for these homes will be more affordable than most of the price points for new construction in this community. The one thing that we are, I think, able to do by having this project come online is there will be people out here, given the fact that South Bend's doing so well, that they're going to be looking to go from their first homes to their second homes, and some people will be staying within the community, buying homes there, which will open up more affordable housing for
20 district.
by dominating their lower cost homes, moving up. With regard to Section 8 housing, this will not be a Section 8 project. That generally is a landlord tenant type situation. These will be privately owned.
With that, we will close on the series on
Can I see that list there?
No, I did. I walked in and
Just use this and all the copies.
I didn't have my phone to look up that code.
Did you say you did look at it?
I didn't. I didn't have my phone on me.
Individuals accept sitting judges and magistrates such as Cook, Benner, and county building facilities.
We have a supervisor at this point. He asks you if he comes out here and complies for a pat down, do we want him here? I say he made a mockery on something. I say he needs to go, but you're the city clerk.
Well, yes, I think that if he avoided protocol, then yes, he needs to not be here.
Okay, for
Because
today's meeting.
what this is doing is setting an example that anyone can come in here.
I agree.
Right, but keep this in mind as police officers, we're technically not here to set examples. We're here to be fair. So in the past, has this ever happened with anybody else? And how was it handled at that time?
Never had this. In my 2 years experience, never had it. John, I'm trying to text John. He's not responding right now.
Okay. So you can't recall any incidences in how you guys have. How about any other individuals for almost the same thing? Okay.
Go ahead. I'm just trying to text John about.
Okay. So, but you said you dealt with this individual.
I have not personally.
Okay.
I have not.
So I guess he broke protocol, and I just asked him what his protocol.
And how do you know that he broke protocol?
I'm based off what he told.
So Billy here came and told you about the breaking
right,
protocol.
Because
I asked him to leave in front of everybody, or at least come down for a search. He refused. He said, "I ain't going anywhere. Fourth Amendment right."
Okay, gotcha. And what is this particular meeting about, can I ask?
Our common council. When did this end?
No.
What is it about?
Yeah, what is the agenda tonight? Or is this just a regular meeting?
This is our regular common council.
Okay, and have you ever seen this guy here before?
I've never ever seen this.
Okay. And who here asked you to leave other than Billy? Just Billy, or? And are you requesting Billy to have him leave? Is that what this was?
I'm sorry to miss that.
Did not go through.
I know that you had asked him not to leave, but is that on your own, or did somebody that's got a contractual interest like this young lady
1747 North Mead Street for medical assist. Unknown medical alarm, no contact made.
So
Advice
basically,
is of fall
when he
detection.
sat down, I brought her out and
1747 North
said,
Mead,
if
we have
anybody
medics
can
route.
speak on his behalf, if you guys want him to remain here, without a search or, pat down based on our adopted county, public notice here, I will comply. And both you and Mr. Lee came out and said they agreed. He should come out.
So you are complainant, and who is the other gentleman you just? And what is his name? Kenneth Lee.
I can have him come out.
Won't be necessary as long as I have one, even though we would list both of them if this were to go south. So you're saying you would be a complainant requesting him to leave because he's breaking protocol, correctly?
You could put me down as TPG's.
Well, we would do that, and also Kenneth Lee as well. Okay. How long has this meeting been going on so far?
7 o'clock.
What time is it now?
7:30. 7:30.
And from 7 o'clock, what time was it that you spoke with him?
He came in about 6:58.
And what time did you come up here and speak to him?
I followed him all the way up.
Oh, okay. So
I asked somebody to watch the door for me. Came up, followed him, and asked him to fly to the to the mouse.
Nobody's with him.
Nobody. He was by himself.
You told him to leave, and he said you would call police, and he said, well, I want to speak to a supervisor. Yes. Have you spoken to him?
I walked up and said, "Can you come outside with me?" And he said, and then he had, I believe you had that in your hand. Tried to give it to him, and he said that was a Fourth Amendment right, and he wanted a supervisor. So I turned around and.
And do you know who this guy is down here? He looks familiar. He's I think I'm familiar. Not Foster. I'm familiar with it. Okay. Is it a chance that these two guys are working tandem? Is it possible that this guy and this guy are working tandem together?
I don't think so. I would say not.
You think so?
I think they're working together.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Like I think this whole thing.
Okay, gotcha. Wouldn't surprise me. Okay. I'm gonna have you give this to me. Give me just a minute. I'll make one quick phone call, okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna say I could look this up.
I get it. I'm not taking any chances. That's why I didn't want to act on my own. Even though I wanted you guys to
Flash shirt, bald,
said, hey, he's okay.
on the end with the iPad.
Totally
Front row.
okay with it. John is not answering me for some reason. I don't know what's going on. Let me try to
The thing is, 2-3 years ago, this is easy. Let's go. But they have changed. They have trespassed it so much. That makes it real good.
That's why I was saying that.
I get it.
And he's involved in the parks.
But especially with us, anybody can just come in now and just say, hey, I'm within my rights, within my rights, blah, blah, blah.
Well, that's why I explained.
But we have it
to
posted
do
everywhere.
everything step by step and make sure everything is done by the letter.
According to the
I called Jason Koski. I don't know if you know who Jason Koski is, but he's the supervisor over there on the court side. He said the same posting goes here too.
Eliminated, authorizes use all law enforcement.
Courthouse, county service
Okay.
complex.
So your even your chief of staff is saying that for the mayor.
Mayor's chief of staff.
And
He's
that's the
living in
gentleman
there.
here, right? Okay, so he's even supportive that the mayor's chief of staff is here.
Oh,
Right.
yeah, number 5 would be where we're good at. Any other government building owned by the St. Joe County. That's good enough for me.
Yeah, I don't know who this guy is. That's why I'm trying to get hold of John. For some reason, good time for my phone.
So is this like a county? Is this like a county ordinance?
No, yeah.
So it's a county ordinance?
Because there's the reference numbers.
Venues up there for.
So did he walk through the metal detector?
Yeah, I said, sir, you lit up all the way, through. I need you to come
Beep,
back.
beep, beep.
Yeah, no, I don't need to. And it just kept on going. I said, the heck you don't.
I mean, as it says,
Again, this was posted and it's adopted by the county.
any person refusing to subject himself or herself to a secure public entrance to any county building facilities have a walk-through metal detection, or who sets off such walk-through metal detection shall be scanned by a handheld device. So you didn't even get to the handheld part.
No.
Or to be subject to physical pat-down search conducted by law enforcement officers. So he basically told you this means
nothing.
Okay. Like I said, all I said was, can you step out here with me? And then he didn't want to. So.
Like I said, I even tried to get their blessing, because I didn't want to make a scene out. Can't. Right.
That's why I walked in and walked back out. Remain polite as possible.
They're all up there in WSBT.
9 signal 4.
Yeah, you're trying to be as polite as you can be.
I say, but sir, I just need you to come back. No, I don't need to. So it's like, okay. Thank you, sir. Hey,
Now, I believe that Chief Todd Skorkin is available if there are any specific questions for him. We also have the union president of the local, Sarah Griffin, and
Chief Skorkin,
yeah, this is
What was that? I believe there's a dispatch number. Do not have it on me at this moment.
for your body cameras on?
Yes, sir.
No, before you guys leave, can you guys give me the dispatch number?
I don't see how that would be a problem. I just don't have it physically on me at this moment.
Before you guys leave, politely ask.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So basically, we went through this in English before, and that's why we have this posted. We have the protocol. Anybody that does not comply is basically told to leave. We are to call police, to make sure that there's assistance and also witness to our escort, with you guys. So I'm not sure what you got at this point, but
I called them. Talking to the prosecutor. We have enough to go.
Okay.
But of course, if the prosecutor doesn't follow through with what they're supposed to.
Yeah, I understand that.
So it's not the book. So I'm calling them just so they can't leave us out on the hook.
I would think they're building,
This gentleman would like a dispatch number before we leave.
Carter, you know,
we're too
didn't, you know.
You would think so, but
I got Amy Cressy's number. Let me call it. Brandon, I'm gonna call Amy Cressy.
I've already called the other
Oh,
call,
okay.
so I wouldn't call it. But here's the thing, you gotta remember too. This guy over here, he went through the whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
And he's still here, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Not for the search.
No, but he's been causing problems and he's still coming to the entrance.
Yeah. So we're not asking no trespassing. We just want to escort at this time out of the building. He can come back as long as he complies with the rules. We're not asking no
So your
trespassing.
intentions are not to trespass?
No, we just want him out of the building at this point in time for not complying. And if he does it again, then we would ask, since we're going to log this in our dashboard, because we have a security dashboard.
Which is no big deal until he says no.
And if he says no to you guys, then you guys have no choice but to arrest him for.
Well, we don't technically have to escort him out, but if it gets out of hand,
Okay.
then
Yeah, I mean, you guys do what you want to do as far as that point, but he should probably go.
Oh, he's gonna go.
Okay.
I gotta cover all my bases.
I get you, man. I do.
As soon as I don't call a prosecutor, that gives them the opportunity to drop the ball.
Gotcha.
And then that's not good for us.
Okay.
Once they're on board and they're committed, they're oddly
Okay. That's where we're at.
My biggest fear here now is already 35 minutes.
Meeting's gonna be over by another 5.
Is it really?
I don't know. I just want the guy's name again too, you know, in case he does come back, then I know how to address it.
Well, here's the thing. As of right now, if we have to believe that he's willing to leave, technically, well, then that's fine.
Unit 2nd County City Building Signal 4.
We're great, thank you.
10-4.
Alright, so we're at a stand right now, Brandon, just until we hear back from the prosecutor.
Who's our acting attorney for the county now? Augustino?
I have no idea. No, I think it's Phil Garrett, and I don't have his number in my phone yet.
Okay. So this is a county council meeting?
No, it's a city.
City council?
Yeah, and the mayor's, even the mayor's assistant chief said that, you know, he's not complying, that he should go as the new president said he should be.
What's up?
Who's got more? Oh, who? The guy inside, yeah. I haven't even spoken. You've talked to him already.
I said once I missed Zoom, yeah, and that's it.
Tell him that your supervisor is here as he requested, and see if he'll come out and say he'd like to speak with you privately.
Okay. Yep.
Have him step out here.
Yeah, say, hey man,
And if he
outside,
says no, then no big deal.
You just come back out.
Yeah.
90, go to table.
So, said these letters RESPECT, respect.
Excuse me,
they
sir.
respected the
My supervisor's here that you requested. If you'd like to come out there and speak with him.
I'm
You don't want to go out there? Well, he's out there waiting for you.
You're asking about the Fourth Amendment of the Constitution of the United States.
I'm just saying you requested him. Do you want to go out there and speak with him?
Well, I don't want to speak.
I would have appreciated
If you have reasonable cause.
Okay.
If you have probable cause.
Privately, in the council, back of the council, that this was a discussion that the city administration and the city.
He said he does not want to come out here and speak with you. He said you can go in there. I said, as you requested, my supervisor's here. He's outside. If you'd like to come out here and speak with him. He told me to ask you about the Fourth Amendment.
I think they're working in tandem.
Yeah. The White House would maybe
Oh, and he already asked me for the dispatch number. So,
You tell me you have to come out here to get it.
no, the gentleman videotaped me. Asked for the dispatch number.
Well, that's the least thing on our mind right now.
But yeah, that's what I said. I don't have it on there right now, but yeah, he said you could go in there and speak with me. He told me to ask you about the Fourth Amendment.
This guy here that's videotaping, you can answer his question like, yeah, I can give you the dispatch number and that, but other than that, don't have any conversation with him.
Oh yeah, he asked for the dispatch number, and I said, well, I don't have it on me right this second, but
Yeah, we'll get it to you in due time if you want one.
which he's gonna have to follow me all the way down to the car. So that's fine. I'm not gonna walk it all the way back up.
That's reasonable. Go downstairs.
because can we do formal trespassing at government, like the
If
library?
they request it.
Okay. To know the library, they do bans. They have to, like.
It's the same thing. But they do their own, but they're not legal like ours are.
Yeah.
We don't honor others. We honor our own.
Yeah. Okay. So, like, let's say they ban them from the library, and then they come back, they call us, we can't arrest them for prior, because it's not.
They have to have it through our department.
Yep.
One of us has to fill it out. I ran into that today when I was down there. The two of them. They're like, we'll just fill out our own man. They said, no, we do ours. So I ours. Sergeant Reese.
But if they're there and they're still refusing to leave multiple times, that's just straight trespass.
But you gotta have a representative of the
It
business.
is.
Otherwise, it's no good no more. And they've even gone as far as to say that the manager of the business, you have to see them say get them.
Oh, so a representative business, you have to see.
Because Billy said that's what we're doing here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if you go to the library and they say, hey, that's him, and you go over and say, hey, you gotta leave, and he goes, nobody asked me to leave. Well, you know what I'm saying? So
then you have to actually see him.
Yeah, I'll have to explain what happened to me at the parks with the parks. It's a joke. It's unbelievable.
Well, because I know things have changed.
Sure.
Really?
Of course.
Okay, all right. They're saying that because it's a city meeting, trespass, they're not comfortable charging. Yeah, they're not comfortable charging trespass on this.
What do they want to do? Disorderly conduct.
They're saying disorderly conduct.
That's what they told me about the park.
If he's in there and he's been disorderly and the council has asked him to leave and he's refusing to leave, basically he's disrupting the meeting. That's considered disorderly. So he could be arrested for disorderly conduct.
So do we need one of them to
say, hey, they need to ask him personally, and then if he refuses, and then
yes, in front of a police officer, we want to witness him being asked that they're asking him to leave.
Okay.
If not, well, once they ask him to leave and he's not, then the police will ask him to leave as well. Leave the meeting. If not, then we'll handle it accordingly.
Okay.
So who are you going to get to ask him to leave in front of the police presence?
Well, it's going to have to be on camera in front of everybody.
I don't care. I just want to know who ahead of time is going to
I'm going to ask Lee, Lee, right?
Okay, the president.
All right, you guys are recording.
Recording mounted. Wi-Fi disconnected.
Gentleman, plaid shirt, bald, in the front row. The iPad. Okay.
And other fire departments have already agreed with. We have the largest city that have not done it. I don't see where there would be major opposition on that. And so I
if Candace Lee goes over there to ask him to leave, you guys are going to be witnesses. I want you over there
so we
to hear
can
him ask.
In audio to pick.
Yes, and then if he refuses to leave, then we're going to ask him to leave. And if he refuses us, then we're having no choice but to escort him. Okay, go ahead, guys.
And that's my reason why I had concern tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other council members? Seeing none, at this time we'll go to the public hearing portion
I'm
of
not
the
gonna let
bill.
you as a
Members
council
of the
member
public
search
shall
me
have
if you
the
want.
opportunity to address the council
I'm
on
not gonna
Bill
submit to a Fourth Amendment
7424,
violation of unlawful
beginning
search and
with
seizure if I'm
members
not
of the
suspected
public
of committing
in
a crime.
favor.
Fourth Amendment
Five
violation
to
is
six. Are there any members of the
so
public wishing
I'm
to
happy to let you
speak
search
in
as a
favor
council
of the
member,
bill?
as an elected official, but not.
In person.
302 Irvington.
Yeah, I got you.
I don't feel comfortable searching a person, but if you would allow them to, how about I swear and attest that I have nothing that will harm anybody in this room other than what we have done. You have to understand what. I hear you, but you also have to understand that the Fourth Amendment guarantees me a right unless they suspect me of committing a crime. Okay, well, we've asked you. Do you suspect me of committing a crime?
Did you ask? Are you asking?
Are you asking me to leave?
I can't hear you.
Yes, sir. Oh, that's a different thing than it's a trespassing issue, and then I'm happy to submit to a search instead. Okay, thank you.
Step on the hole.
Yes, sir.
Grab your jacket as well. No, you grab it. Out in the hallway, please. You want him to grab all the stuff? Do it right over here.
No, that's not.
I'm not gonna do it in front of the hall in the doorway here. We'll do it right here.
No, I don't really trust you guys.
All
Unless,
right.
again, unless Councilman Lee insists that it's over there.
Well, there's a camera there. He's recording for you. So.
No, that's so unfortunate, fellas.
I'm sure his camera's recording too. Because
So under threat of being trespassed.
You can put your arms down. We're not gonna search you quite yet. We're just gonna watch you. Okay?
Whatever you guys want to do. As far, I mean, but he needs to know when he comes in here again that we
I'm not worried about that right now.
I understand.
One step at a time. That comes at the very end. So now I need you to talk to Lee again and say to him, you told the officers as long as you can get patted down, you look and saying and verify that that was correct.
96.
He wants me to get your part of the company where I want this to one more.
Jakey just walked up.
Units on Meyer signal 4.
But what the councilman just said was that if I submitted to a search, I could come back. That's what he just said, though.
Okay.
So now you're soliciting. This is soliciting a crime, is what this officer's doing, which is awesome.
Solicitation, because you guys told Kenneth Lee.
You're soliciting now. You're soliciting a crime, sir.
We're not talking with this gentleman.
I didn't say
Are you with the press?
I am.
So our attorney knows.
And I witnessed what happened.
Please.
They told Kenneth Lee what to say, and they
He
planned
didn't
to.
repeat it. Just need clarification.
Be careful with the solicitation, though, gentlemen. Let's not cost our city more money.
Here's something I wanted to tell you. My name is Sergeant.
Thank you, Sergeant.
We were originally told that they wanted you to leave. Okay?
Yeah, that's
No,
not.
I'm not done talking. I'm not done talking. Okay, I'm just telling you.
I thought we were having a conversation. Is what
We
you
are,
said.
but I'm still talking.
All right. Well, the pause was confusing.
I was making sure you got my card. All right. Okay, let's move on from this. Okay, we're much bolder and bigger than this. So we were originally under the understanding that they wanted you to leave, but when I heard Councilmember Lee speaking to you, it sounded to me as if he said that if you were patted down and didn't have any weapons on you, then you would be staying. This is why you left your things in there. So I was confused. So now I'm having her go talk to Kenneth Lee to clarify, to see if I'm correct or incorrect, so we don't do something here that we shouldn't be doing.
Great.
So that's what we're doing right now. So give him a few minutes. He's going to come back out here, or she will, and we'll clarify this, okay? All right. No chance you want to give who you are, do you?
Oh, I'm going to give it when I talk with her, so you can get it that way.
If they allow you to stay?
Yeah, I'm going to. Yeah, okay. I'm here to
Fair
speak
enough.
about an issue tonight.
Fair enough. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, sir, they told Kenneth Lee what to say. They planned this to go in, and they told him to tell you to leave so they can go in and hear it. They said we need to hear Kenneth Lee tell you to leave so they could do what they got to do.
All right. Well, that's what I need to do.
So that is solicitation.
I will leave. It sounded like solicitation, but we'll see.
So I'm a witness to your solicitation.
If
discussion.
you'd like to speak to him, that's fine.
Now, I'd like to hear your discussion. As
No,
you're here discussing me.
Not privy to that.
Okay, that's weird.
96 and 98 signal floor. No problem.
We were under the false pretense when we first got here. I didn't want to do something that wasn't, you know, off duty, I come here, I have to be patted down, I have to be on my pocket. I know this is private property. Okay.
It's not private property. You're confused about that.
If you guys will go back in there, we will help.
Okay.
Thank you very much for your time. Oh, sir, Mr. Lee, did you want to ask me anything? 'Cause I said that once I got talking, you could speak with him.
I'll address you at another date, Mr. Lee. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, folks.
for your
Appreciate
help.
it.
Thank you.
Okay, all right. This gentleman here who works here as a correctional is going to pat you down for any weapons. And then at that point, if you don't have any weapons on, you'll be allowed to continue.
Would you like the jacket on or off?
It can be off. I mean, you got it off now.
Okay.
I mean,
You can-
like I said, from observations, I mean, all I needed was for you to
I know.
put through the.
For me, it's just about giving up our rights as citizens.
But everything's posted, like I tried to show
I
you.
know.
I mean, it's
But
just, I'm not
our
trying to-
our local policy doesn't trump the U.S. Constitution. It doesn't. It's just, that's a fact. Full faith and credit in the United States Constitution. Taught social studies for more than 30 years.
Where'd you teach at?
Notre Dame.
All right, all right.
I'm satisfied with just observation. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, gentlemen.
So-
Satisfied.
Okay.
I'm sorry to make more work for you fellas, but
No, we're this is what we do.
it's just about our rights.
I understand,
I want
that,
to
and
not
I
give
can,
that
I
stuff
can
up.
appreciate that. I
All
really
right.
do.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
I appreciate your car.
We're gonna pop
Thank
these
you,
open
sir.
back
Thank
here,
you.
and you guys have a good evening.
Thank you.
Thank you for your attention.
Vargo,
Vargo,
2408.
2408.
Yes, sir.
2181.
2181. Is there a report number for,
No.
dispatch number?
Yes, we don't have a dispatch. If you want to come downstairs to get it, we'll get it.
And you guys don't have that now?
No, it's on our computers now.
Okay.
You want to follow me down, we can get you one.
No, I don't want to follow you down. I'm part of this meeting.
You sure?
I am.
All right, okay. If you need one, call me. All right, have a good evening.
End of call. Leaving building.